Palak Vadadia from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronics and Communication. Today we will discuss the subject that is network theory, and in network theory we will discuss the topic that is G parameter. In earlier session we have discussed the Z parameter, Y parameter, H parameter, and then some examples that is related to Z, Y and H. See, the exam point of view, I can say that the example, most of the examples that is from the Z, Y, H and then ABCD parameter that we will discuss later. So let's start our today's session of G parameter. So as we discuss in each and every parameter, first of all what we require? We require the two equations. So here my equations are what? It's a I1 that equal to G11 into V1 plus G12 into I2. And V2 that equal to Z G21 into V1 plus G22 into I2. See, the H and G, that is what is the inverse parameter. So if you remember the equation of the H parameter, that is what? It's in terms of V1 and I2. So here in place of V1, what I have? I1. And in place of I2, what I have? That is V2. So just you need to interchange the position of current and voltage. Then you will get the exact equations for the G parameter. See, now here also if I want to find out the value of G11, then I have to take I2 that equal to 0. See here, G11 that equal to what? It's a I1 by V1. But at that time what I have to consider? That is, yes, I2 that equal to what? It's a 0. And this is what? Current is 0 in the open circuit. And I by V, that is what is the admittance. And this is related to what? It's an input port. So this is known as an open circuit input admittance. Alright. Now when I take I2 equal to 0, then the next value I get, that is what is a G21. That is V2 divided by V1. And definitely this time also my I2 that equal to what is a 0. And this is known as an open circuit voltage gain. Right, output voltage upon input voltage, and that is known as a what is a voltage gain. Now, if I take V1 that equal to 0, then I will get the value of G12. That is what? It's a I1 divided by what? It's a I2. And here also if you see, then V1 that equal to 0 and voltage is 0, that means what is a short circuit, and this is known as a short circuit. Alright, and here I have an input current divided by output current. If I have I2 by I1, then I can easily say that it's what? It's a current gain. But here it's a reverse. Here it's a, instead of output current upon input current, I have an input current divided by output current. So this is known as a short circuit reverse current gain. See here. Now next I will get the final, that is G22. That equal to what? It's a V2 divided by I2. And same thing here I have to consider V1 that equal to 0. And voltage 0, that means what is a short circuit. And here 2 and 2, that is definitely related to output side. And V by I, that is what is the impedance. So this is known as a short circuit output impedance. Alright, so the unit of G11 that will become mho. We do not have unit that is G21 because it's a voltage gain. As such, we do not have any unit for G12 because it's a current gain. And unit for the G22 that will become what? It's a ohm. Now next, what we will do? We will just draw the equivalent diagram of G parameter. So for that, what you require? First of all, what we require? That is equation that is related to G parameter. So my equations of G parameter, that is what? I1 and V2. Here I have a G11 into V1 plus G12 into what? It's a I2. Here I have a G21 into V1 plus G22 into I2. Now what I will do? Here you have to specify the two port. Here it's a V1 and this is what? It's a I1. Similarly for this port, Here I have a V2 and this is what? It's a I2. Now here if you see carefully, this is I1. And when we can add this two current? When that is connected in a parallel. So this is what? It's a one current and this is also what? It's a one current. So here voltage V1 is there. So directly what I can do? Here I can write G11. But this is what? This is no parameter that is related to input side. So just we will consider this as a dependent source. And here the direction is what? Is a down direction. And the value that will become G12 into I2. Now for this V2, see we know that when we can add these two voltage, when they are connected in a series. So here, see, this is term that is related to input side, so we have to make that as a dependent source. But yes, this is what? Here we have a one output current. So here I will draw this as a G22 and here I will just make this as a dependent source. Value is what? Is a plus minus. And this is what? Is a G21 into V1. And you just connect this two. Right? So you just remember one thing, when you have a dependent voltage source, then always the sign out from plus to minus. Because see, the current are flowing in this direction. So here it has plus minus. Then if I put here plus minus, then and then I can add this two current source. So in a general, I can say that, see, whenever you have a dependent voltage source, this polarity is what? Plus minus. And when you have a dependent current source, then the direction is always what? It's a down. Alright. So this is what is a G parameter equivalent diagram. So in an exam, if the question asks for the 4 marks, explain the G parameter, that is 3 or 4 marks. Then first of all you have to write down the equations. Then you have to derive the value, that is G11, G12, G21 and G22. And then you have to write down the name of that parameter, that is whatever it is, open circuit, voltage gain, short circuit, input impedance, output impedance, whatever it is. And then finally you have to draw the equivalent diagram. Alright, then and then you will get the full 3 or 4 mark, whatever it is. Now next theory, that is what we want to derive here, that is the condition for the reciprocity in a G parameter. Now, to derive the condition, first of all, what we require? We require the two equations. Okay. So here, see, in each and every parameter, when we want to derive the condition, then what we will do? We'll just consider a one diagram. Here we have a one network. First of all, what I'll consider here, that is V1 that equal to Vs. And here I am just consider this as a short circuit. This current I am just consider I1. This is I2 and here I have a I2 dash. So by looking this diagram, we can say that V1 that equal to Vs, V2 that equal to 0 and I2 that equal to minus I2 dash. So I have to put all this value in above equation and then I have to find out the value of I2 dash, that is in terms of G and Vs. Alright, so let's substitute all this value in this two equation. So what I get? First of all I1 as it is, then G11 instead of V1 what we can put, that is Vs, and then here G12 into I2 dash. Now let's use the second equation. In place of V2 what we can substitute, that is 0. Here that is G21 into Vs. Here we can substitute G22 into I2 dash. See, as I said, I want the value of I2 dash in terms of G and Vs. So if I use the first equation, then here I have an unwanted term, that is I1. I don't want any other term instead of G and Vs. So I will use this second equation. So from this equation I will find out the value of I2 dash. That value, that is what is a G21 into Vs divided by G22. Alright, this term will come this side, so this will become positive G22 into I2 dash, and here we have a G21 into Vs divided by G22. Now next what I'll do, I will consider the same network, but here I will consider V2 that equal to 1 volt, and here I will just consider this as a short circuit. So this is what it's a I1, and this is what it's a my I1 dash, and this current that is known as a I2. So you just write down here, that is V1 that equal to 0, then V2 that equal to what, it's a 1 volt, and finally I1 that equal to what, it's a minus I1 dash. Now we have to substitute all this value in these two equations. So in place of I1, what I can substitute, that is minus I1 dash, that equal to G11. Instead of V1, what is this? That is 0 plus G12, and here I2 as it is. Now we will use the second equation. Instead of V2, here we have to consider Vs. Alright, instead of V2, what we will consider here, that is Vs. So Vs that equal to here G21 into 0 plus here what I have, G22, and here instead of I2, this is as it is. So here I have a dash parameter, but if I want to find out the value of this parameter, then I have to substitute the value of I2. So value of I2, that is what? It's a Vs divided by G22. Now substitute this value in this equation. So what we will get? I1 dash that equal to minus G12 into Vs divided by G22. So this will the value of what? It's a I1 dash. See, here you can consider that as a 1 volt, no problem. But that we will consider when we solve the examples that is related to G parameter. Alright. If you want to consider V2 that equal to Vs or 1 volt, you will get the same answer. So here we have to consider that is I1 dash that equal to I2 dash, and the value of I1 dash, that is what? That will be here, if we substitute this value that already we have found I1 dash and I2 dash, and in that value if we put, then we will get the final condition, that is G12 that equal to minus G21. So this is the condition for the reciprocal network in case of G parameter, right? Because see here, my value of I1 dash, that is what, is a minus G12 into Vs. So Vs is cancelled, G22 will be cancelled. So the final value that will become what? It's a G12 that equal to minus G21. Now next we will discuss the condition for the symmetrical network in G parameter. See, for that first of all what I'll do, I will consider these two equations, and here I have to find out that is input impedance that equal to what? It's a output impedance. Then and then I can say that my network is what? Is a symmetrical network. So first of all, I'll just try to find out the value of V1 by I1. So for that, I will consider I2 that equal to 0. So let's substitute this in these two equations. Then first will become I1 that equal to G11 into V1. In place of I2, what I have to consider? 0. So from here only I will get, that is what? It's a V1 by I1 that equal to 1 upon G11. Alright. Next I want to find out V2 by I2. But for that I have to consider I1 that equal to 0. So let's find out this. Here in this equation, see what I have to put? I want to find out, see already I have the value of V1 by I1. Now I want to find out that is V2 by I2. That is here V2 by I2, and for that I have to consider I1 that equal to 0. So let's consider my I1 that equal to 0 in this equation. So 0 that equal to G11 into V1 plus G12 into I2. So we will not get the ratio from this equation. So what we will do? We will again substitute the value of I1, but as such we do not have any term that is related to I1. So from this equation we will just find out the value of V1 and we will substitute that value in this equation. So this equation will become G21 into V1 that equal to V2 minus G22 into I2. So the value of V1 that will become V2 minus G22 into I2 divided by G21. Now let's substitute this value over here. So 0 that equal to G11 here in place of this V2 minus G22 into I2 divided by G21. And here what I have to do? Plus G12 into I2. So here you just take the LCM. So 0 that equal to G11 V2 minus G11 G22 I2. And here what I have, that is G12 G21 into I2. So you just take the I2 common and all the thing that is this side. So I2 that equal to what? It's a G11 G22 minus G12 G21 that equal to G11 into V2. So my ratio, that is V2 by I2, that will become, this is what? It's a delta G. So delta G divided by G11. So this is what? It's a ratio, that is V2 by I2 when I consider I1 that equal to 0. Now here the condition for the symmetrical network. Now here the condition for the symmetrical network will become, that is 1 upon G11 that equal to delta G upon G11. So this is cancelled. So this will become delta G that equal to 1. So the condition for the reciprocal network is G12 that equal to minus G21. And the condition for the symmetrical network will become delta G that equal to 1. So I hope this is clear. Thank you.